All right now, family, here we are again in the heavenly court room of Abba Yahuwah with this powerful, indeed, breathful, life-giving message titled already for you and me in part 1, The Mystery of Mecca. It is, I will make myself like the Most High, part 2. So family, I encourage you to listen to part 1. Okay, as soon as you come in contact with this part 2, kindly drop it and listen to one. That is the only way you can get the full packages of this wonderful message. If you are a constant follower, by now you know what Abba Yahuwah is doing in this platform, teaching alphabet by alphabet, unveiling the deep meaning of words and names in totality. Okay, so we have already established 3 alphabets at part 1. So that is why you must need to listen to part 1, because it's only 2 leftover alphabets in this part 2. So when you settle or build your case or your foundation on part 2, it's not going well. It will be hard to at all. But when you go now and listen to one, listen to what M is, listen to what E is, listen again to what letter C is. So those are the 3 letters we have already established in part 1. So right now the 2 leftover alphabet, that's what I want to also dig into over here. So what did the letter M go for? I see here already from the title. So what is the title? The Mystery of Mecca. It is, I will make myself like the Most High. Family, I'm not the one saying that. Allah is the one saying that. He is going to make himself like the Most High, okay? So right now, what did the letter M go for? Since this is the second claim, it simply go for mystery murder of all settlement. It was profound, powerfully established, okay? Now the letter E, what did it go for? It simply go for eternal separation from Abba Yahuwah. It is profound, powerfully. Now the letter C, what did it go for? Simply go for covenant confirmed. This one is disastrous because Abba Yahuwah is about to confirm Quran for humanity for 1,000 years. They're going to convert the whole world back to Islam that we have been dealing with in this platform. That is what we are unveiling. That is the next event at hand now. Okay? So, for them to carry out that mission, Abba Yahuwah needs to give go ahead. He is all and all. Okay? Psalm, I think, 79, 40 or 78, 49 said, Abba Yahuwah have bad angels. So in order for bad angels to carry out their duty, Abba Yahuwah needs to give the go-ahead. So that's what he's about to do. We found this in their name. Okay? In the name of their holy city, Mecca. Alright? Listen to part 1 because this was really being, unveiled powerfully at part 1. So right now we'll go for the 4th letter, which is simply called what? A C. Okay, so let's also dig into what is hiding over there. Like I said, Abba Yahuwah, in order for every other whatever, to stand here on earth, Abba Yahuwah needs to give go ahead. So I want to read Tehillim, Psalm 78, 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his hunger, wrath and indignation, and trouble by sending evil angels among them. You see? So these are the evil angels. So this is the covenant. Like, listen to part 1. Okay, listen to part 1. I strongly encourage you to listen to part 1. Now, we're going to find it out in part 1. Revelation 6, that is what the Abba Yahweh is about to confirm for Islam. Revelation 9, that is what Abba Yahweh is about to be confirmed for Islam. Quran is going to govern the system of this world for 1,000 years in the four corners of the earth, except 1/3, because there our Messiah is already here. He's governing and leading us the 1/3 in worshiping, okay, Abba Yehovah, okay, because the full takeover of Yehoshua over the whole world in totality is gonna be the end of 7,000 years. Okay, so for this 1,000 years, Islam is gonna be really powerfully convert. In fact, 7 years we know that already. 3 years is the great 3 years and a half. It is the great tribulation you will be hearing everyone talking about. Okay, that great tribulation, that's when they are going to convert the whole world to Islam, or you get beheaded. Okay, but Abba Yahweh is about to confirm. We found it in their name, Mecca. Mecca is going to be the capital city of the whole world for 1,000 years. Okay, Abba Yahweh is about to confirm this covenant. I strongly encourage you to listen to part 1. So in order for you to look into the matter of the last days events and know what to do, and see if you will be okay, to that of Islam, fine, by Abba Yehovah. Or if you will be okay to that of Abba Yehovah, fine, by Abba Yehovah. So it is a choice to make now. Okay? Joshua said, choose these days whom you will serve. Okay? So choose for yourself. It's just an opinion. I'm not imposing it on you that you must return back. It's not a must. Return back to the royal law isn't a must. Okay? But I encourage you to return back, because that of Islam, it is disastrous. And Abba Yahweh is the one working in all and all. Okay? You see, you have evil angels. Okay? Maybe briefly we can also look into that for you to know that Abba Yahweh is the over all and all. So right now we proceed now to the very letter C of fourth alphabet. So what did that go for? We see what the first letter go for. M, mystery mother of all settlement. She's going to be a mother to all and all for 1,000 years. And by so doing, the letter E, what did it go for? Eternal separation. You convert it to Islam, it simply means eternal separation from Abba Yehovah, and you know what that is. And letter C, what did it go for? Covenant confirmed. Listen to part 1, because Abba Yehovah have a covenant and a promises with Ishmael, the very progenitor of Islam, and is about to confirm all those good promises he made with Ishmael. Okay, and we know also their mother Agar or Hagar, she also gave a name to Abba Yehovah. I strongly believe that is why they did not call Yehovah in Quran. That is why they call Yehovah Allah in Quran. Yes, because Hagar named Abba Yehovah by herself. She gave a name to Abba Yehovah. And Abba Yehovah said, yes. When Ishmael called, Yahushua is the one that named Ishmael. That is when they call, Abba Yehovah is going to respond. He's going to hear them. Alright? So he's about to confirm that covenant. So right now, the fourth letter, what did they go for? Letter C. Isn't it? So what did they go for? It goes this way. Very simple. Curses irrevocable. Curses irrevocable. What Abba Yehovah says was a yea and amen. Curses irrevocable. So you convert it to Islam, it means eternal curses. You taking Quran above the royal law, or Babylon above the royal law, it simply means eternal curses, irrevocable. It's not a man. So let's get a precept. Curses, irrevocable. All right now, Bereshit chapter 3, verses 15. I read, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. Excuse me, no, I'm not going to read here. I'm just only going to read 14, where the curses is irrevocable. And this curses is about to be confirmed eternally, in totality. in their last head, which is the 7,000 years. They have 7 heads. We'll come into that. I read now verses 14. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be reading 14. And Yahweh Elohim said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, above every beast of the field. The field is talking about here. It is the whole world. You can say Matthew 13. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. So this is the first angel that got cursed by Abba Yehovah. And this is the very first time in the history of all and all, history of heaven and history of earth, when Abba Yehovah releases pronounced curses from his mouth. It is a sign, isn't it? It's going to be a sign. It's going to be remarkable. Is a sign. Could you believe what blew off my mind? In the entire world, okay, I think language is over. Oh my Father, I did the research. I did the message not too long. Oh my Father, the mystery of Allah. Yes, the mystery of Allah. You can go and listen to it. The languages on earth is, in fact, I forgot the number, but I knew it's more than thousands upon thousands, okay? That even about 6 countries of the whole world, each country have dialect over thousands. All right? In all these languages, not one said Allah means curse. So what language that reveal that Allah simply means curse? It is the very YAHUAH'S language, the one you call Hebrew language. It is the very language of Abba Yehovah. It is the very holy language that Allah itself means curse, as in the curse sentence we I just read. Because it is the very first time Abba Yehovah releases curses from his mouth. His mouth once was full of blessing, never caused nothing. His handiwork, no, not at all. It is always blessing and blessing and blessing. Until you now come to this very day, when the whole plans was being turned upside down. Therefore, Abba Yehovah releases curse, and first time in history that Abba Yehovah pronounces curse. It is remarkable. That's what we are talking about here. And this is found in their name, Mecca. Mecca is not coincidence. In fact, when you listen, with the mindset of the royal law, not the mindset of the one that is already been doomed, you're going to understand this is deep mysteries indeed. So it was the very first time Yahweh pronounces curse, and this curse is in their name. Curses, the letter 4, or the fourth letter, curse is irrevocable. Not at all. It is eternal. And so far, we have already established how many letters 4. Sit down and calculate for yourself which one is easy. Tell me now which one is simple. Tell me now which one is pleasing. Tell me now which one is desire. To be taken into heart. No, all is full of destruction. Mecca is full of destruction. Curse is irrevocable. Absolute. Settled. Eternal. Okay. So we see that. Let me put some illustration for you. So this is the very serpent. In your belly shall that go all the days of your life, eternal. All right now. So who is Allah? Let me also do a brief introduction in order for you to understand. If I can't start follow, you know who is Allah by now. Is the highest ranking, is the highest ranking of angels in the heavens. He is the seraphims. Okay, you can go to Isaiah chapter 6. Okay, you're gonna find out over there that seraphims were the one that is above all angels. They burn a fire. In other words, seraphims are the covering of Abba Yehovah. Abba Yehovah is the covering of Yahushua. Yahushua is the covering of Mama, is the covering of woman. That's the chains of order. So seraphim are the DNA. They are the true essence of Abba Yehovah. Seraphims, when you go to Isaiah chapter 6, you're going to find how seraphim, you're going to find it out over there. Seraphims, they banner over Yehovah. They are above the heaven, the seventh heaven, and they are the covering of Abba Yehovah. And what is seraphim? Seraphim simply means they are blessed ones, the fiery ones. They are the fire. All right now. So that is plural. So now in singular, it is because seraphs. Seraphs, what did that mean? The fiery fly serpent. And serpent is more subtle, crafty, above any beast of the field. It deceiveth the woman. Okay, so this is who Allah is, the highest ranking of angels. So that's why Abayawa, you know, okay, it's gonna confirm. It cost him. He said you are cost above all because you are the greatest. You are the one to carry out this mission, this wickedness. Therefore, you are cursed. Okay, so including anyone that joins, says it's going to put enmity between you and the woman, and between her seed and your seed. That is ongoing battle. So anyone that joins with Allah, it simply means eternal curse. You know about link of fire. Allah. Okay, let me not go ahead of myself. Let's first of all establish this. Okay, we'll come into that. So this is who Allah is, and then Allah simply means it can make God to you. That is less for you. Take Allah now down to the holy language. It simply means curse. Let me also illustrate it for you. Come on now. Be written yourself. This is how Allah is being written in Arabic. And this is for the snake, as in the serpent in Genesis 3. This is how Allah is being written. The snake. Did you get that? Alright now. This is how it's being written. In Arabic, this is Allah. This is how it's being written. And this is for the snake. Come on now. Let me put some more. So this is it. This is how Allah is being written in Arabic. And Allah did not just miss a cause, but the for the snake as well. The for the serpent, right in Genesis 3. This is how Allah is being written in Arabic. Causes irrevocable. You see, Allah means cause. In the YAHUAH'S language, better known for you now, Hebrew. You see? That's it. So it's in their name, it's in their character, it's in their in fact, every step they move. This is very simple to know. If you are not be blindfolded, very, very easy to know. It's in everywhere of them. Curses, what is the fourth letter? Curses, irrevocable. Mecca, you convert to Islam, that simply means eternal curses. It's irrevocable. You take the mark of the beast already, it's irrevocable. That's it. Curses, irrevocable. We also proceed to chapter 4, Genesis chapter 4. So right now I want to also see the second, followed by the second curses from the mouth again of Yahuwah. So we'll see the first curse found in Allah's name. This is how Allah is being written in Arabic, and you see the for the snake. Alright, and it's coming to do damages. And Yahuwah is confirming this, okay? In order for you not to be giving glory to Park, Yahuwah is the one doing it all, since the race has already the race has already been started. So that's it. It's Yahuwah is the one to put things in their heart to fulfill his will. Yes, because you start running the race with Yahuwah already. Therefore, let's get started. Alright now. So followed by the another curses, followed by the one that convert to serpent. Okay. Serpent was a low and his folly group companion. Jesus is number one of it all. Then all of them got cursed because their leader is cursed. If your head is full of light, all over your body is going to be full of light. Whereby your head is full of darkness. Said how dark is the body is going to be. The head is the seraphims of all the fallen deities, and it got cursed. So everybody of him, they are cursed as well. The fallen deities. So right now we also want to look into flesh that also convert into that religion, into that belief of Allah, into that belief of serpent, into that wicked belief of serpent to murder people. Let's see who was the first again to convert into that belief. He also got cursed. Cain. But now you know already. He got cursed. This is the second curse released upon humanity. I read now Bereshit or Genesis 4:11. And now art thou cast from the earth. You're gonna be wiped out of this earth. It said from the earth. When he take you out of the earth, where are you going to? Eternal lake of fire, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hands. So that's it. So you are cast from the earth. This earth is not your property. You are cast from the earth. So when you are being cast from the earth, where are you going to? Eternal damnation. Eternal link of fire. That's it. So what is the fourth letter? Causes irrevocable. Absolute irrevocable. Disaster is on its way coming. Yeah. So we also see the very first man to be converted into the religion of Allah, the serpent. We also see, the royal law, Revelation 12:9 said, the dragon, that old serpent, deceiveth the whole world. Okay? And we know you have found any of these in Allah's names, character. We also found it from his wells. Quran said Allah is the best of all deceivers. He is the greatest of it all liars, all deceivers, all deceivers. I said Allah is the best of all deceivers. So all these characteristics is found in Allah's head. Okay, so right now, here I am. What is the fourth letter? Causes irrevocable. Numbers 23:90. I read, Yahuwah is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should repent. Hath he said, and shall not do it? Or hath he spoken, and shall he not make it good? That's it. Causes irrevocable. Is not a man that needs repentance, that needs to change his mind, that is weak sometimes, to perform. When they say it is so, 100%, in fact, trillion%, it is so settled. Causes irrevocable. So you shall be cast from the earth. And when you be cast from the earth, therefore you are going under the earth beneath. That is the link of fire. Alright? So if you run your case with a man, you can try to use money to fight. You can try to use influence to fight. You can try to use black magic power to fight. You can try to use all sorts of all kinds of things, to help yourself. But whereby this case, it is with Almighty Yahuwah. What lawyer are you going to call? Who are you going to call? Who? Lawyer? Judge? Who? How much are you going to pay? Alright? How many trillion upon trillion do you have to pay to take a judge or a lawyer to fight with Abba Yahuwah? Not at all. When you fight your case with a man, you can do all that because that is a man. But Abba Yahuwah is not a man that he should lie. Father of all say, I'm going to send it to the link of fire. Because you now begin to use your money, use your enchantments, to fight. And for that, Abba Yahuwah will not become weak and say, sorry, I once said so, I didn't mean it. Not at all. When he say it is so, it is so. Causes irrevocable. Numbers 23 verses 19. He is not a man that should lie. Neither a son of man that need repentance. Whatever he said, that's exactly what he would do. Why judgment throne exists already? The link of fire exists already, but no one is over there right now until this 7,000, the very last 1,000 year is over. So what is that for fourth letter? Causes irrevocable. Here I am, Romans chapter 9 verses 13 to 22 or so. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. He hates Esau. Who is Esau? Anyone that comes from this tree of the knowledge of good and evil, Abba Yahuwah hate with all passion. He can't do nothing to help, rather than to send you along with your father. That is why you all will convert to Mecca. And Mecca is going to be your holy city. You're going to be crying Allah Kobaro. So what is the nature of this segment? If you are not one of them, come out of her, my people. So that is the nature of this segment. Alright. So 14, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with Yahuwah? YAHUAH'S forbid. For he hath to for he saith to Moshe, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of YAHUAH that showeth mercy. It's not me that desire to be in his camp. It's not I that really want to serve YAHUAH. It doesn't really, I don't know the consequences. I don't know what is ahead of me. I cannot tell how terrible it is. But it is in his infinite mercy, call me out of this organization called the Christian. Come out of my people. So as soon as they have already called me out, therefore my mouth is not going to be shut, but rather open widely, also to be calling my brother and sister out of that black organization, black magic organization called today the Christendom. They are Babylonian. They are the tree of Allah. Okay, they came from there. That is all of them unclean must be joined with unclean. That is why Sharia law is to remove all of them straight away to Islam. So if you know you are not a part of them, therefore separate. Say, be ye separated and touch not unclean, then I will receive you. Okay, that's what Abba Yahweh is saying. So this message is going to be, is going to straight away to the elect among the Christendom, because Christendom is going to be they automatically they are going to change to Islam. That's what we are doing over here. They will be given to Islam because they are the property of Islam. They are returning back to where they came from. Okay. 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, listen now, even for this set purpose, okay, have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. What is the Pharaoh of these days? That is why the heart of Christians is already so be hardened. They are not going to let go Sunday madness. They are not going to let go Christmas or whatever they are doing, whatever. I mean, everything this group practice, you can find it in the royal law, except they will masquerade it with the royal law. They took the paganism, the custom of their forefathers, and mask it up with paganism. They mask up the royal law, or they mask paganism with the royal law. They took our book and masked it up with paganism. They used the royal law to cover up the shade of paganism. Paganism. Yes, you are serving for just one purpose. And you're going to know that when Yahushua comes. When he reject you to your face, he already stated it. I never knew you. You workers of iniquity. You thought you do miracle, prophesy, do miracles, cast out devils, do great wonders, wonderful works. He said, I never knew you. You workers of iniquity, depart from me. This is it. Depart from where are you departing to now? Islam. Curses, irrevocable. He said it already. It's irrevocable. He rejected this group already, because this group, they are not unbelievers. They are not Islam, because Islam don't cast out demons. They don't pray in the name of Jesus. Only the Christian does that. So this group, it is the Christian 100%. They prophesy. Islam don't do that. We cast out demons. Islam don't do that. We do great signs and wonders in your name. Islam don't pray through his name. They reject all these characteristics. All right? Okay? So Christianity is the one doing all this filthiness. And he stated it already. I'm going to reject you. I'm going to cast you into utter darkness. I never knew you. I'm going to deny you to your face. You deny me, I'm also deny you. It's irrevocable. Curses. Irrevocable. So look into the matter. Now that you still have the breath of life or breath of chance in you, to see if it is something you can cope with eternal, or you walk out of there. That's it. It's just an opinion. Okay? It's just an opinion. I'm not imposing it on you. Opinion for you to look into and see, is this group, are they really doing what the royal law said? All this nonsense they are doing, where did they get it from? Look into it now before it becomes too late, and take a walk and return back to the royal law. That's it. If not, Going to be swept into Islam, and curses irrevocable. Now verses 18. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will have he will harden. Yeah, the one you want to harden, he will harden. All right now. How? Let me give you some picture. A clear picture. Judas was one of the 12 being chosen by Yahushua. In fact, he was a treasurer. He kept the money, the bag of money, okay? What happened? Right in the presence of the author of life, and Satan, the very Allah, now entered Judas to carry out some duty. He did not enter Judas while Judas was in Muslim, pagan, whatever, club, market, whatever, in a very holy grant, in the presence of truth. Allah infiltrated the Christendom. The royal is the presence of Yahushua. Is the word, is the Bible you carry. The word that become flesh and dwells among us. Right in the presence of Yahushua, Allah infiltrated this group and overpower and overcome them. So that's it. Yes, after Yahuwah says he's going to harden. The one you want to harden, the one you want to help, he will help, like he has already helped me out of their midst. You see, Kepha, the one you call Peter, deny Yahushua. Okay, these are two people, two offices in our lives as well. Kepha denied Yahushua, but he was forgiven. He found mercy. He was being forgiven. The same, Judas also did deny Yahushua by betraying him, but he never found mercy. He said, I'm going to harden the one I'm going to harden, and I will have mercy upon whom I will have mercy. And this I have mercy upon me and my kind, still in this group, bringing us out. I quit 12 years now, so he's still doing it, because I'm seeing my brothers and sisters in YouTube coming out of her, out of the Babylonian system, out of the genetic modified organism system, okay, which is the Christendom. You are going to Islam, that religion, the end has come. All right, you're gonna begin with Islam for 1,000 years until you not face the white judgment through. So, but what I'm understanding over here, they say that serpent will always go to their father. All right. We say the Pharisees, they wear the seed of serpent, but they were not taking the wear the seed of father Abraham. Yahushua not point them to their father. You are of your father, the devil. So anyone that belongs to the devil, you can come to us. You can come to Abba Yahuwah. Even though eventually mistakenly you lay hold on our book, that never justify you to be choosing. No, you're going to mess it up. You're going to still be doing the will of your father. You're going to still burning passion for your father's will. You're going to still desire to do your father's will. Even though you carry the truth, even though the royal law is in your hand, but you will never go by the statutes and commandment of the royal law. You're going to still do the will of your father. That is the reality of you. You can't fake it. No, you can't cheat on nature. That is who you are in totality. Islam is the end of the Christendom. So I read verses 19. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doeth he yet find fault? For who hath resist his will? Yes. You make me to be Judah. Why are you still complaining? Yahuwah. Are you not the word that make me to be Judah? And therefore, why are you still complaining being Judah? This is what you make me to be. And this is who I am. You make them to be Islam. You make them to be a park. And that is what they are. And why are you still complaining? And let them do the will of their father. Oh, Allah. Let the Christianity do the will of their father. Let Islam do the will of their father. Let the four corners of the earth do the will of their father. Choose these days whom you will serve. Whether the gods before the flood, whom your forefathers served, which is Allah, or the gods of the Amorite, whose land you dwell, you dwell among them. Choose this day. But as for me and my household, we will serve Yahuwah. As for me and my household, we will serve Yahuwah. Choose this day whom you will serve. Oh, choose this day whom you will serve. As for me and my household, we will serve Yahuwah. Yeah. As for me and my household, we will serve Yahuwah. As for me and my household, we will serve Yahuwah. Hey, hey. As for me and my house, we're gonna serve Yahuwah eternally. So it's a choice. Choose this, the God of the Amorite, which is Allah in totality, or Yahuwah of the Yehudieth, of the Yazrael, the author of life. Choose opinion. So Abba Yahuwah already destined some for destruction. That is a sure word, okay? It's not your fault. That's who you meant to be. When you find yourself to be one of these, like one vision, the vision that I saw, the vision of Sharia law, you can listen to it. I said, if you are Judah, I'm sorry. We can do not hear by that. Because Judah's heart was hard in that vision. It still fall into domination. I said, if you are Judas, I'm so sorry, I can do nothing absolute about that. Alright, but nevertheless, Judah still got a message. I think I also read this particular place where I'm reading. Romans chapter 9. Now you're going to talk back to my father. You're going to talk back to my husband, Abba Yahuwah. Verses 20. Nay, but, oh man, who art thou that reply against Yahuwah? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Yes, because you came from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Abba Yahuwah can take you. That's it. That is what causes irrevocable. Had not the potter power over the clay of the sun loop to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? What if Yahuwah willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endure with long suffering, the vessel of wrath fitted to destruction? That's it. We can do nothing. We can do absolutely nothing about that. Alright? You're gonna talk back to Abba Yahuwah. When you be what to Islam and say that serve, who do you serve? Keep it Sunday, Christmas and all this your garbage, excess luggage from Babylon. You're gonna enter heaven, not at all costs, irrevocable. Let me quickly read some parts prior to what I just read. I'm gonna talk back to my husband. Revelation 9, I read verses 20. And the rest of the men, which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, okay, that they should not worship devils and demons, okay, idols of gold and silver and bronze and stone, and of wood which neither can see, nor hear, nor walk, neither repented they of their murderers, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thieves. They won't. That is who they are. Even though they are seeing great destruction upon on others, like I said, started already. You don't see how they are cutting people head, Boko Haram. Come and see. That is come and see. These are all signs. We see plagues everywhere. But they still don't repent. You're going to be wiped into Islam. You won't repent eternal. Here I am, Revelation 16 verses 8. And the fourth angel poured out his vial upon the sun, and power was given unto him to scorch men with fire. Do you know what that is? That is seraphims. Oh no. And men were scorched with great hot, and blasphemed the name of Yahuwah, which had power over these plagues, and they repented not to give him glory. You see, even the Abba Yahuwah is releasing all this destruction, releasing this and that, still they are not going to be repented. Never. For them to repent, they don't begin to curse Abba Yahuwah. They will not begin to blaspheme. Yes. He has already hardened your heart for destruction. That is causes irrevocable. Alright, now here I am again, Hebrews 6:13. For when Yahuwah made promises to Abraham, because he could swear by no greater, he swore by himself. He swore by himself. He said, we shall see which one will stand without my audience. He said, any Elohim who did not create the heaven and the earth shall perish out of under this heaven. He swore. Okay? He swore by himself, saying surely, okay, yeah, when he was giving the promises, you know, this very destruction we are talking about came from Father Abraham, is his son Ishmael, okay? Okay, so I read 16 now. For men verily swore by the greater, and an oath for confirmation is to them an end of all strife. Wherein Yahuwah willing more abundantly to show unto the hands of promise the immutability of his counsel, confirmed it by an oath, that by two immutable things, in which it was not impossible for Jehovah to lie. He can lie, is not a man that should lie. When he said it is so, take it so. Shabbat is perpetual. Please kindly just take it so. Follow this very man the way he wants you to follow him. Don't drag him into hurting you. When you drag him out of his habitation, his judgment, you don't pull him out of there. And curses irrevocable. We might have a strong consolation who have fled for refuge, okay, to lay hold upon the hope whatever before us is a killer. So my point case over there, or my focus point, it is he swore by himself. That is why he threw them out of his heaven. That is why he rejected them. That is why he disowned them. That is why he cast them. He releases curses eternal upon them. That is why he prepared link of fire. That is why he prepared white judgment throne. That is why he is releasing all this destruction. He said, can any evil take place in the city? But Yahweh said, Yahuwah did not do it. Yes, because simply drag him out of his holy habitation to hurt him. So that's why somebody will be hurt. Anyone that follow that group, his ways will be hurt eternal. Fire is there. Okay, listen to part 1 in order for you to see the very one we have already established. It is powerful. Abba Yahweh do punish sins and sinner. That's it. He do. Okay. Listen down. Matthew 24:35. Heaven, okay, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. Causes irrevocable. That's what we are. That is the 4th letter of this word called Mecca. All right now. Romans chapter 1, 20 to 31. So you can read it, or 32. Yeah, it ends at 32. I just want to point out what Abba Yahweh saith over here. So when you refuse to do the will of Abba Yahweh the way he wants you to do it, and you don't want to do that, listen at 26. For this cause Yahweh gave them up unto their affection for their own, okay, for even their women did change the nature use into that which is against nature. Yeah, he gave you up. This is what you want. That is causes irrevocable. You can read it all and all. He gave them up. This is what you want. Therefore have it. Okay. That is causes of abandonment. Now you have already been abandoned. He don't care about whatever you are doing. But he's just waiting for just one moment. The day is going to pour fire on you. The day is going to set all of you ablaze that despises his ordinances. That is causes irrevocable. Revelation 22:11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give everyone according as his work shall be. That's it. It's already been stated. You want to be filthy? Continue right on. You want to be wayward? Right on. You want to do whatever you feel like doing? Just right on. Keep doing it. That is judgment of abandonment. When he abandoned you, that simply means causes irrevocable. You say this one case is settled. I've had enough. Therefore, he give you up. Causes and judgment of abandonment. That is their 4th letter. Allah say he want to be on his own. Allah say he don't want to do the will of Abba Yahweh. Abba Yahweh say have it, no problem. Now Mecca, you want Mecca? Now Allah said Mecca will be the capital city of the whole world. Abba Yahweh say have it. He's going to confirm it. That is the 3rd letter. So we see what the fourth letter is. Cause is irrevocable. If Abayawa really is running like a man, we should have seen no iniquity here on earth. As you do when we all run after you, as you do they will run after you, as you do they will run after you. No, he have already given you a way out. If you like, you abide to the way he gave you out. He gave for you. He gave to you. If you don't like that's left for you. You want to do my will, you want to do your will, fine. He gave us willpower. That is the willpower. You can do it my way. You can do it your way, but you're gonna receive punishment when you do it your way. Okay, you're gonna receive blessing when you do it in his own way. So a lot, in fact, has already been done it in their own way. That is why I said many will come to deceive many. So this is the very moment he is speaking about was found in the word called Mecca, the capital city. So called, capital city. That everyone's gonna be tripping over there, three Hajjah, Salah, whatever, all their feet. They're gonna be going over there to bow to Allah and shout Allah Akbar. Abba Yahweh said, have it. If that is what you want. You see, Abba Yahweh gave Christianity a very simple way out. Okay, just do my will. But they don't want to do it, so it's not going to handle you to the very harsh master who don't take nonsense. When you come back to Islam, you think you're going to still be doing your own will. So, no, Christmas will be over, okay? The food you love to eat will be over. Okay, Sunday madness will be over. Tithe. You pay no tithe. No more of those nonsense. They always got from you. Now you're going to be, second class citizen. Worshiping Allah at Mecca. Now going to mosque on Friday, Thursday. That's it. All right, now I'm so glad that we are done. All right, now we proceed to the very last of it. Oh, all right, now the very last letter. What did it go for? What is it being called? A. All right, isn't A? Of course, it's being called A. So what did that go for? Very simple as that. Allah, the reason for endless pains. Allah is the reason for the link of fire. Allah brings about the link of fire. Allah issued the altar or whatever the link of fire. He is the one. He caused the link of fire. From Allah or what Allah did, Abba you wanna, usher in the link of fire. In the beginning, it wasn't so. In the beginning, everywhere was paradise, living in a very cool and lovely environment with Abiyu. It was so awesome and lovely. But the very moment Allah said he want to fight, therefore in a usher in link of fire. So Allah is the cause and reason for the link of fire. He is the author of the link of fire. Okay, so right now scripture to validate that. So this is how disastrous this one is, Mecca. We see all the 5 characteristics of Mecca. No one is pleasing at all. No one at all. It is disastrous. Allah is the reason for the link of fire. Allah is the reason for endless pain. Okay? Allah is the reason for suffering. The suffering humanity is going through today, Allah brings about it. He brought about that. The chaos, the catastrophe, commotion, turmoil, disaster, war, confusion, famine. We all are going through. Allah brings about it all. But there is one more. He wants to usher or pour upon every disobedient children, which is called what? The link of fire. Allah is the reason for endless pains. I'm going to read the torment of the link of fire in this segment in order for you to know what Allah is asking of you. When He said convert to Islam, or you don't want to do the royal law the way it is, you keep it Babylonian, altogether in totality, it is Allah in all and all. So we're going to want to read some verses. Bear with me. This one is a bit long. Okay. The visions of Apostle Shehu. I will be reading from 31. From chapter 31, way down to chapter 42. I want to read it to your hearing. Okay. Because Allah brought about it. And we need to talk about it. We need to address it. In order for you to look into if Allah madness will be tolerated by you. For me, not at all. It won't be. That is why I'm pushing him away. This is what we are going to do. Okay. To flush him out. Alright, now Revelation 40. I want to first of all read From this very popular royal law everyone have, okay? So let's read some part from there before I will now shift now to the visions of Apostle Shehu and read all the torment of the link of fire for your hearing in order for you to put it into consideration if Allah matters will be tolerated or not by you. Okay, it's just an opinion. All right, I'm not imposing it on you. See, look into it if it is a thing you can compromise. If not, then return back to the royal law. I read now verses 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, Allah is the beast, okay, and his image, okay, Mahdi is the beast, okay, Mahdi is the beast, is doing the will of Allah his father. His image is all the Islam. Anyone that convert to Islam, you will become the image of Allah. Genesis 1:26, Abba Yahweh said, let us make man in our own image. Okay, so whenever you convert to Islam, or you keep on to Babylon, the Christendom, or you pagans, you are agnostic, okay, all of you, is to keep on to what you used to do or what you love best above the things of Abba Yahuwah, so you become the image of serpent, okay, and receive his mark. He has a mark in his forehead or in his hand. That is true. It's about to surface. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahuwah, which is poured out without mixture. This is raw fire. Have you ever seen that raw fire? Without mixture, into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night. Who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Okay, so that's it. Allah brought about this. In the beginning, it wasn't so. This link of fire, mixture, without mixture, raw fire, Allah is the reason for it, okay? Here we go. Revelation 20:10-15. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. And I saw a great, white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, okay, stand before Yahuwah. You're gonna submit yourself unto him. And the books, listen up, were opened. And another book was opened, which is the book of life, and the book, which is the book of life, and the dead were judged out of these things which were written in the books according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which was in it, and the death and hell delivered up the dead which was in them, and they were judged every man according to their works. And death and hell was cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. Whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. Yes, Allah is the cause. Is the reason for this. He brought Abba Yahweh into this, and he's going to face the music eternal. All right, now Matthew 25:41. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, depart from me, ye cast. This is Yahushua speaking. You are cast. Ye cast into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. Did you get that? Ye prepared for everlasting fire and for devil. What? And his angels? It didn't say his demons, his angels. Should I take it again? And then, okay, then he shall say unto them on the left hand, on the left, which are the goats. Okay, you know, goat is the one really, now we are in the goat empire. Islam is the one to finish that goat empire. Begins from entire concept, if you know, begins from Alexander the Great, and was also from Alexander the Great. Right in the Quran, okay, Allah said Alexander the Great was his, whatever, servant and doing his will. Even Islam commentary also admits that that was pro-Islam. The religion of Alexander the Great was pro-Islam, okay? So Allah admit that that guy, very wicked, okay, was his servant, all right? The goat empire. From him, you see, I'm be putting some picture about goats. Christianity, they are goats. Goat empire really over humanity. The very one to consummate it, it is Islam, the very last head to go. We get that in point. So I take it again. This is the goat Yahushua was referring to. In Matthew 25, reading from 31 way down to 40, to the very last of it all. These are the goat empire. That is why they cannot get it right. Okay, that is why they cannot do what he asked them to do. Let me just quickly throw it, since I'm here already. All right, now they can do buy for private jet. Yes, they are goat. Goat empire. It is the goat empire. Okay, 32 now. And before him shall gather all nations, and shall separate them from one another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goat. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goat on his left hand. So the goat is the one prepared, for devil and for everlasting lake of fire, and it's intended to be tormented eternal. Yes, the goat empire. Let me also illustrate it for you. Here we are. This is the Alexander the Great, the very goat. And from Alexander the Great, there comes now four generals, the fourth division of his servants. When he died, his goat empire was being divided within them. And here is where we are proceeding to now. Here is the Christian done a large home. Okay. If you want to know what this is, you can also listen to the mystery of Catholicism or Catholic. Yeah, Catholic. I think about 2 Shabbat now. Okay. So right now, so we are done with all this for empire. The one that is left now, it is this one. This is the Mahdi Islam. 1,000 years to rule. This is the goat empire, and this is the goat Yahushua was referring to. That is already been prepared. Can I read it again? Then I go now to the visions of Apostle Shaul. 44. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire. Depart, into everlasting fire prepared for the devil and his angels. Yes. You see, this is the goat is the one ruling, and the goat is about to take over from the another goat for 8,000 years. Goat empire is the one ruling now. Okay. They will still rule till the end of 7,000 years. Okay. All right, now Ezekiel 47. I read verses 11. But the married places, therefore, and the marriages, therefore, yeah, okay, I'm right. But the married places thereof and the marriages thereof shall not be healed. They shall be given to salt. The goat can never be healed. The goat has already been turned into salt. Should I take it again? These prophecies of these days. But the married places thereof and the marriages thereof shall not be healed. They shall be given to salt. So let's see some more. All right, now here I am. Luke 17:32. Remember Lot's wife. Did you get that? This is Yahushua speaking over here, the biblical Messiah. He said, remember Lot's wife. So let's go now and remember Lot's wife. Remember what we just read? Said this two set of group, they won't be healed. They are going to be given unto salt. And Yahushua now said over here, remember now Lot's wife. Let's go now and remember Lot's wife. Here I am in the ground of remembrance of Lot's wives. Genesis 19:26. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. So that's it. And what was going on over here? It was the day of Lot. Where we just read Luke 17:26 way to 30, Yahushua said that is the prophecy was given unto you and me, that his coming is going to be like the days of Lot. It's going to be like the days of Noah. All right. So he said that is how his coming is gonna be. Afterwards, he end at 30. Afterwards, 32 now said, remember Lot's wife. And we also see this mighty prophet of Abba Yahuwah, Ezekiel now also prophesying. He's speaking about Ezekiel's temple where Yahushua is going to rule for also for 1,000 years. Okay. Therefore, the set a group of people that's going to be healed and delivered. Afterwards, after he was not done with those set a group, he now said that the married places, okay, and the marriages, they won't be healed. They are going to be given unto Sot. All right. And we see Luke 9 and said, remember Lot's wife. And we just do that. What happened? When destruction was about to come, when judgment was about to come, and the angel came and favored her household, yes, and her husband was going, and everyone was running for their life. And the wife now began to calculate what they used to do, and what she have, or what she left over at wherever Sodom and Gomorrah, and she now become pillar of salt. People is about to become pillar of salt these days. When you look up back to Genesis 3, you now begin to celebrate the tree of knowledge of good and evil. You look back to Genesis 3. You now begin to celebrate the downfall of a man which you call your Christmas. You look back to Genesis 3, where this wicked deity overthrown Abba Yahuwah. And you now begin to celebrate that wickedness. You look back to Genesis 3, when every plan of Abba Yahuwah was being squashed. And you now look back to Genesis 3, and you now begin to celebrate. Again, you look back to Genesis 1, and you now begin to commemorate this deity fell from glory. The very day that fell from glory, that marks the beginning of time, season, and years. Abba Yahuwah live in eternal. He don't have day nor night. The very day that fell from glory, that marks the beginning of time. And you now look back to Genesis 1, and you now begin to commemorate the very day this deity fell from glory, which is your son, the day of son, the day that fell from glory, the day that lost it all, the day that messed up everything Abba Yahuwah worked for. You now look into that, back to it. You now begin to commemorate it. You now begin to celebrate it. You now begin to say it is your day of rest. Excuse me, it is not day of rest. It means working time. You won't be healed. You will be given to Sot. And we have just remembered the wife of Lot, who gave herself to Sot, and she now turned to pillar of salt. And many of you is going to be turned to pillar of salt, except the elect, except the chosen. Yes, you look back to wickedness. You now begin to celebrate wickedness. You now say wickedness is worthy to be celebrated. You prepare for devil and for the everlasting link of fire, saith Yahushua. Come, let me tell you, the biblical Messiah is a man of war, is a man of peace. The one that is also coming from Islam is a man of war, which is Mahdi, which is Ishmael or resurrection, is the man of war. Only the Jesus Christian that is propagating preaching. I don't know what kind of Messiah is that. That is coming to eat cookies and drink tea with unbeliever. I don't know. So prior to these two groups, their Messiah is a man of war. Okay? It's going to reign here on earth. It's destruction. Okay? So right now, before we read the visions of Apostle Shehu, the one you call Paul, I would like to take the account again from this popular royal law we all carried in order to prepare your minds. Alright, it's not a forgery. It is the word of Abba Yahuwah. Constantine, the founder of Christianity, was the one who threw all these books, all of them, more than 50 books. He threw them all away. Okay? Even the revelation we are looking into today, he also wants to throw it away. Wicked animal. I read now. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, 1-5. It is not expended for me, doubtless to glory. I will come to visions and revelations of Yahushua. I knew a man in Yahushua above in Messiah or Mashiach. I knew a man in Mashiach above 40 years ago. Whether in the body, I cannot tell, or whether out of the body, I cannot tell. Yahuwah knoweth. Such an one caught up to the third heaven. And I knew such a man, whether in the body or out of the body, I cannot tell Yahuwah knoweth, how that he was caught up into paradise, and heard unspeakable words, which is not lawful for man to utter. He said it's not lawful. It is mighty man of Yahuwah was so much afraid that when he looked at the rest of humanity and see the plans that Yahuwah have for them, he said, no, this is not lawful to say. He refused to publish it. This guy never published it. He hid it somewhere. He said, no, I won't talk about this. Thank you. You have showed me the vision. No problem. I will keep running here and there and warning people to repent, warning people from their way in order for them not to come this way. But as for me, I can't publish this. I can say it's so disastrous. It's so heartbreaking. I can't do it. He did it. He never. It was one faithful follower of him. When he died, when they crucified him, okay, the angel of Yahuwah goes to that one. I told him to publish this book. That's where we get this vision. Apostle Shaul refused to do that. Yes, because it's disastrous. It's heartbreaking. So listen, not to terrify you, not to put fear to you or to frighten you, but to get you ready. It makes preparation. It makes awakening. In order for you to know which path you want to belong. Is this path that full of torment? Or is this path that full of enjoyment? It's up to you. Decide what you need to do. We are not making opinion. We are not making, that is, I'm not imposing it on you, but for you to know what is awaiting you. What is the very last letter of this word called Mecca? Because Mecca is going to be the mother. What is the meaning of Mecca? Mecca simply means mother of all settlement. That is the mother of all religion. Is what to consummate it all. And Abba Yahweh is about to confirm it. That's what we are doing over here. He said, this that I saw is unlawful to speak to me. I can't do it. Okay? Because it's full of, fear and all and all. I said it's not lawful to utter. Can I take it again? Verse 4. Okay. How that he was caught up into paradise and heard unspeakable words, which is not lawful for man to utter. It's not lawful, okay? And because of this vision, the devil tormented him, okay? Serpent throw torment on him because you want to expose me. He throw torment, infirmity on him. He torture him. Say because of the surpasses revelation. Let me read it for you to know how wicked this serpent is. He never want us to know his last day's torment or his hidden agenda. Verses 5. For such an one will I glory, yet of myself I will not glory, but in my infirmities. For though I was desired to glory, I shall not be a fool, for I will say the truth, but now I forbear. Okay, lest any man should, think of himself above, All right now. Okay, I read verse 7. At least I should, yes, let me take it. Yeah, it's the same. For though I won't desire to glory, I shall not be a fool, for I will say the truth. But now I forbear, lest any man should think of me above that which he seeth me to be, or that he heareth of me, and lest I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelation that was given to me a thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan, to torment. A thorn was casting on my flesh by the messenger of Satan, lest I should be exalted above all nations. Okay. So when he saw this vision, he said a messenger of Satan, agent of Satan, cast spell on him, a thorn on his flesh. Okay. In our prayer unto Abba Yahuwah 3 times, Abba Yahuwah said, my grace is sufficient for you. So they tortured him. Prior to this revelation, he got from Abba Yahuwah the secret of torment, the torment of the lake of fire. When Abba Yahuwah revealed unto him, Satan, Allah tormented him for it. Okay, so I'm going to read now. Stay tuned and listen attentively and make your decision today. The royal Lord said, today, when you hear his voice, you should harden your heart, make your decision today. So here we go. The visions of Apostle Shehu, chapter 31, the one I gave you the guideline already. He himself said that it's not lawful to speak unto man. It's not lawful. It's frightening. It's terrifying, disastrous. But we have it. Okay, we need to do it. Okay. 31. Moreover, when he had ceased speaking to me, He led me outside the city through the midst of the trees and far from the place of the land of the good, and put me across the river of milk and honey. And after he had led me over the ocean which support the foundation of heaven, the angel answered and said unto me, doest thou understand why thou understand where thou goest hence? I said, yes, sir. And he said to me, come and follow me, and I will show thee the souls of the empires and sinners, and thou mayest know what manner of place it is. And I proceed with the angel, and he carried me by the setting of the sun, and I saw the beginning of heaven, round on a great river of water. And I asked, what is this river of water? And he said to me, this is ocean, which surrounds all the earth. And when I was at the outer limit of the ocean, I looked, and there was no light in that place, but darkness and sorrow and sadness, and I signed, and I saw there a fragrant river of fire, and in it a multitude of men and women messed up to the knees. You see, punishment is given unto everyone according to your wickedness. So this was fire did not go up. Listen attentively. It didn't go up, but match up to their knees. It makes up to their knees, okay? So from their leg to their knees, this is going to be tormented, okay? Okay, so that is how Abiyah gave the judgment. Depends on how wicked your wickedness is. That is how you will be judged. All right? So I think, okay, where am I? Messed up to the knees, and other men up to the navel. Did you get that? Okay, navel. Others even up to the lips. Others, moreover, up to the hair. And I asked, you see, the river keep, spreading. When your wickedness is less, it goes to your nails. Stop over there. So it will be tormented from your knees. So when it's also high, it proceeds up, and the most wicked one, you'll be filled with all fire all through. All right now. Moreover to their hair, and I asked the angel, and said, sir, who are these in the fiery river? In the fiery river. And the angel answered and said unto me, these are neither hot nor cold, because they were found neither in the number of the just nor on the unjust of the empires. Okay, these are Christians again. They are not here, they are not there. For this spent the time of their life on earth, passes some days, okay, in prayer, but others in sins and fornication, until their death. And I asked him and said, who are these, mixed up to their knees, okay, in fire? He answered and said to me, these are they who, when they have gone out of congregation, the ministry, throw themselves into strange conversation to dispute. These indeed who are messed up to the navel are those who, when they have taken the body and the blood of Yahushua, go and fornicate, and did not cease from their sins till they died. These are those who are messed up to the lips, or the destruction of each other, when they assemble in the congregation of Yahuwah. Those who are those up to the highbrow are those who approve of themselves and plot spite against their neighbors. So you see the punishment keep going on and on. So we are done with 31. So we proceed now to 32. All right now, yes, 32. And I saw on the mount a place of various and deserved punishment, punishment, full of men and women, another station of hell. or link of fire. Let me take it again, 32. And I saw in the north a place of various and diverse punishment, full of men and women in the north and side of her. Okay, and a river of fire run down into it. Moreover, I observed, and I saw pits great in deep. Okay, and in them several souls together, and the depth of that place was as it were 3,000 cubits. And I saw them groaning and weeping, and saying, Have pity on us, O Yahuwah. And none had pity on them. And I asked the angel, and said, Who are these, sir? And the angel answered, and said unto me, These are they who did not hope in Yahuwah that they would be able to have him as their helper. And I asked and said, Sir, if these souls remain for 30 or 40 generations, thus one upon another, if they were sent deeper, the pit, I believe, would not hold them. And he said to me, The abyss has no measure, for beyond this is stretched down below him who is down in it. And so it is that if perchance anyone should take a stone and throw it into the very deep well, and after many hours it should not reach the bottom, such as the abyss. For when the soul are thrown in there, they hardly reach the bottom in 50 years. Did you get that? You keep falling for your 50 years. That is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking. So now 33. I indeed, when I heard this, wept and groaned over the human race. The angel answered and said unto me, Why doest thou weep? Art thou more pitiful than Yahuwah? For though Yahuwah is good, he knows also that there is punishment, and penalty or bears. Okay, excuse me. And he patiently bears with the human race, dismissing each one to walk his own way in time in which he dwells on the earth. Alright, 34. I further observed the fiery river, and saw there a man being tortured by tortured angels, having in their hands an iron with 3 hooks, with which they pierced the bowels of the old man. And I asked the angel and said, Sir, who is that old man on whom such torment are imposed? And the angel answered and said unto me, He whom you see was a presbyter who did not perform well his ministry. When he had been eating and drinking and commit fornication, he offers the host at his holy altar. You see, that was his punishment. Listen now. Among the one we are read so far, who are these people? It is the so-called believer. Does that remind you when it said judgment will begin in the household of Yahuwah? That's correct. This is supposed to show who the one you call poor for you. Now 35. And I saw, not far away, another old man, light on by malic angels, running with a speed, and and they pushed him into the fire up to his knees, and they struck him with stones, and wounded his face like a stone, and did not allow him to say, Have pity on me. And I asked the angel, and said to me, and I asked the angel, and he said to me, He whom you see was a bishop. This is David Oyedepo. You are not allowed to say, Have mercy. You buy for private jet. Why people is dying of starvation? Why people is in bondage? People is suffering. You take it from the poor. Buy for private jet. Do you know what it takes to care for one private jet? 3 million US dollar each year. You have 4. Therefore, you're gonna pay what? 12 million US dollar every year. Do you know what that is in Nigeria currency? Do you know how many thousands upon thousands you could field, set up, raised up, built up with 12 million US dollar every year? You're gonna pay for it. This is David Oyedepo, okay? I take it again. He was a bishop and did not perform well his let me take it again. Where am I? 35. And I saw not far away another old man led on by malign angels running with speed, and they pushed him into the fire when he died. That is what when he died, as he was coming there, run fast and pushed him into the fire, or where is it? Into the fire up to his knees, and they struck him with stones and wounded his face like a stone, and did not allow him to say, "Have pity on me." And I asked the angel, and he said to me, him whom you see was a bishop, and did not perform well his episcopate, yes, who indeed accepted the great name, you are bishop, that is great name, okay, but did not enter into the witness of him who gave him the name in all his life. He did not do the will of Abiyahu, who gave that office title, bishop. He did not witness for him. Witness for your belly, for private jet. Who gave him the name in all his life, seeing that he did not do his just judgment, and did not pity widows. What I just said, he did not pity widows and offense. The poison here means you pay 12 million US dollar every year to maintain what? Just a movie object, not so, not human being. He did not pity widows and orphans, but now he receives retribution according to his iniquity and his works. That's it. 36. And I saw another angel in the fiery river up to his knees. Moreover, his hand were stretched out, and bloody, and worms proceeded from his mouth and nostrils, and was groaning and weeping and crying. And he said, "Have pity on me, for I am hurt above the rest who are in this punishment." And I asked, "Sir, who is this?" And he said to me, "This man whom thou sawest was a deacon who devoured the oblation and committed fornication, and did not right in the sight of Yahuwah. For this cause he unceasingly pays this penalty." And I looked closely, and I saw alongside of him another man whom they delivered up with haste and cast into the fiery river, and was in it up to the knees. And there came the angel who was set over the punishment, having a great fiery razor, and with it he cut the lips of that man, and the tongues likewise, and signing all lamented and asked, "Who is that, sir?" And he said to me, "He whom thou sawest was a reader, and read to the people, but he himself did not keep the precepts of Yahuwah, now also pay the proper penalty." Who are this reader? This could be evangelist. You evangelized, going here and there, reading and preaching the word of Abiyahu, but you just say you don't keep what the royal law says. Where did you see Sunday? Where did you see all these things you are doing? Where did you see tithe as money? Where did you see sowing and seed as money? All these things you are propagating in the four corners of the earth. Where did you see it? Selling oil, selling prayer point, selling message, even the music you used to worship your God, you sell it. King David was, the anointing was being given unto King David to write out, to worship, to write out the signs of worship. He did not collect, he did not pay absolutely nothing. Freely you receive it and freely pass it out. You is being given unto freely. No, but you are selling it. You said a song, you used to worship your maker. For what reason? You selling it, you selling music. The Yahushua said, freely you receive and freely give it out. What was the purpose of singing? We see from the case of David and Simeon or Saul, that when Saul was demon possessed him, therefore David will sing a praise and worship, and the demon will leave him. And that is what Abba Yahuwah wants us to be using his singing ministry to do, not to sell it, not to make prosperity. No. If you are faithful, you giving out freely and freely and freely, Abba Yahuwah is also going to raise people to build you up. That is how it works. Walk in obedience. He will also open door for you, like I'm doing. If Abba Yahuwah help me able to release my songs, worship, why should I sell it? It is going to be given out freely. Just as the message is being given out freely, the same with my son, because I worship my father. And by so doing, he's going to release a faithful one to bless me. That is how it is. That is how it works. You don't sell. You don't. Yes, evangelist. Look at this one. Selling anointing oil. Selling prayer point. All and all of them. I won't be able to mention it. I wanted to mention Suleiman. Justice Suleiman. No, he isn't the one doing it alone. All the credit, it is their way. That's how they do it. Yes, you're gonna pay for it. You see your torment already. A razoring fire. Cut off your lips and your tongues. Trade it with our books. You don't want to keep what is in our book. You're gonna pay for it, okay? Alright, now here we go. Chapter 37. And I saw another multitude of pits in the same place, and in the midst of it a river full of a multitude of men and women, and worms consumed them. But I lamented, and sighing asked the angel, and said, Sir, who are these? And he said to me, These are those who exercise, excuse me, I take it again. Who are these? And he said to me, These are those who exert interest on interest, and trusted in their own riches, and did not hope in Yahuwah, that he was their helper. Alright. And after that I looked and saw another place, very narrow, and it was like a well, and fire around about it. And I saw inside men and women gushing their tongues. And I asked, Sir, who are these? And he said to me, These are they who in the ministry, okay, who in the ministry disparage the word of Yahuwah, not attending to it, but as it were make a note of Yahuwah and his angel. For that case, they now likewise pay the proper penalty. You despise the word of Yahuwah, you don't take it into account, you play games with the word of Yahuwah. So far, so on. All these chapters we have just read, did you see unbeliever over there? No. Judgment begins right in the household of Abba Yahuwah. Now 38, chapter 38. And I observed and saw another old man down in a pit, and his countenance was like blood. And I asked and said, Sir, what is this place? And he said to me, Into that pit stream all the punishment. And I saw men and women immersed up to their lips. And I asked, Sir, who are these? And he said to me, These are the magicians. Now we get to the unbeliever. The magicians who prepared for men and women evil magic arts, and did not found out to stop them till they die. This now we get to the turn of unbeliever. And again I saw men and women with very black faces in a pit of fire. And I signed and lamented and asked, Sir, who are these? And he said to me, These are fornicators and adulterers who committed adultery, having wives of their own. Likewise also the women committed adultery, having husbands of their own. Therefore, they unceasingly suffer penalties. Penalties. Okay. 39. You see, now we get to the turn of the unbeliever at 39. And I saw there girls having black raiment and four terrible angels having in their hands burning chains. Okay. And they put them on their necks. If the girls and excuse me, of the girls and led them into darkness. And I again weeping asked the angel, Who are these? And he said to me, These are they who, when they were virgin, defied their virginity unknown to their parents, for which cause they unceasingly pay the penalties. And again observed the men and women with hands cut and their feet placed naked, and their feet placed naked in a place of ice and snow, and worms devoured them. But seeing them, I lamented and I asked, Sir, who are these? And he said to me, These are they who harmed orphans and widows and the poor, and did not hope in Yahuwah, for which case they unceasingly pay the proper penalties. And I observed and saw others hanging on a chain of water, on a channel of water. I take it again. And I observed and saw others hanging over a channel of water, and their tongues were very dried. Okay. And many fruits were placed in their sight, and they were not permitted to take of them. And I asked, Sir, who are these? And he said to me, These are they who break their fast before the appointed hour. For this case, they unceasingly pay the proper penalties. And I saw another man and women hanging by their high branches and their hairs, and a fiery river drew them. And I said, Who are these, my Adonai? And he said to me, These are they who join themselves not to their own husband and wives, but to whores, and therefore they unceasingly pay the proper penalty. And I saw another men and women covered with dust, and their countenances were like blood, and they were in a pit of pitch and sulphurs, and running down into a fiery river. And I asked, Sir, who are these? And he said to me, These are they who committed the iniquity of Sodom and Gomorrah, the male with a male, for which reason they unceasingly pay their proper penalties. Horrible Shantaya. We proceed now to 40. So what is this last alphabet? Or what is the last alphabet of this word called Mecca? What did it go for? Allah is the reason for endless pain. Allah is the reason for eternal link of fire. He is the reason for endless pain. Do you see what we are going through? This is why Apostle Shaul, the author of this vision, never wanted to talk about it. But we, the last generation, we need to talk about it. Now chapter 40, I read. And I observed and saw men and women clothed with cloth in bright garments, having their face blind. Okay, they're gonna pluck out your two eyes. Okay, blind, placed in a pit. And I asked, Sir, who are these? And he said to me, These are of the people who did harms, and not Yahuwah, for which reason they unceasingly pay the proper penalties. And now they saw another men and women on an obelisk of fire, okay, and beast tearing them in pieces, okay, and they were not allowed to say, I do not have pity on us. And I saw the angel of penalties putting heavy punishment on them and say, acknowledge the Son of Yahuwah, for this was for this was predicted to you when the divine scriptures were read to you, and you did not attend, for which case Yahuwah's punishment is just, for your action have apprehended you and brought you into these penalties. But I sighed and wept and asked and said, who are these men and women who are strangled in fire and pay their penalties? And he answered me, these are women who defied the image of Yahuwah when bringing forth infants out of the womb. And these are the men who lay with them, and their infant addressed Yahuwah Elohim, and the angel who were sent over the punishment, saying, Cast be the hour to our parents, for they defied the image of Yahuwah, having the name of Yahuwah, but not observing his precepts. They gave us for food to dogs, and to be trodden down of swine. Others they threw into river. But these infants were handed over to the angels of the Tartarus, who were set over the punishments, that they might lead them to a white place of mercy. But their fathers and mothers were tortured in a perpetual punishment. Allah is the reason of all this, okay? And after that, I saw men and women clothed with rags full of pitch and fiery sulfur, and dragons were called about their necks. Somebody is going to wrap over your necks and not have fearful. I hate that demon, dragon, which is Allah. A cord about their necks, as shoulders, and shoulders and feet, and angels having fiery horns restrained them and smote them and closed their nostrils, saying to them, why do ye not know the time in which it was right to repent and serve Yahuwah, and did not do it? And I asked, Sir, who are these? And he said to me, these are they whom seem to give up the word for Yahuwah, put it on our gap. Yes, but the impediment of this word, but the impediments of this word made them wretched. Okay, not metany agape, and did not pity widows, orphans, and did not receive the stranger and pilgrim, nor did they offer the oblation, and did not pity their neighbors. Moreover, their prayer did not even on one day ascend pure to Yahuwah, but many impediments of the world detailed them, and they were not able to do right in the sight of Yahuwah, and the angels enclosed them in the place of punishment. Moreover, they saw these who were in punishment, and said to them, we indeed, when we lived in the world, neglected Yahuwah, and ye also did likewise, as we also surely, when we were in the world, knew that ye were sinners. But ye said, these are just and servants of Yahuwah. Now we know why ye were called by the name of Yahuwah, for which cause they also pay their own penalties. And I signed and wept and said, Woe unto me, woe unto sinners! Why, woe unto sinners! Why were they born? And the angel answered and said unto me, Why doest thou lament? Art thou more pitiful than Yahuwah Elohim, who is blessed forever, who established judgment and sent forth every man to choose good and evil in his own way a will, and do not do what pleases him? Then I lamented again very greatly, and said to me, and he said to me, Doest thou lament? Which doest thou lament when as yet thou hast not seen greater punishment? Follow me, and thou shalt see even seven. Thou shalt see 7 times greater than this. 41. And he carried me away. You see now, you see the unbeliever now saw the lukewarm in the congregation. They now begin to cataract. But you say you be a servant of Jehovah. You say you be born again. We are facing the same judgment. That could be again the Christendom. Because the practicing of Christendom, it will take nobody to know heaven. That's all. So I read 41 now. And he carried me south and placed me above a wall, and I found it sealed with 7 seals. And answering the angel who was with me, said to the angel of that place, Open the mouth of the well, that Shehu, the well beloved of Yahuwah, may see. For authority is given him, that he may see all the pains of hell. And the angel said to me, Stand far off, that thou mayest be able to bear the stench of this place. When therefore the well was opened, immediately there arose from it a certain hard and malignant stench, which surpasses all punishment. And I looked into the well, and I saw fiery melons glowing in every part, and narrow places, and the mouth of the well was narrow so as to admit one man only. And the angel answered and said to me, If any man shall have been put into this well of the abyss, and it shall have been sealed over him, no remembrance of him shall ever be made in the sight of Father Yahuwah and his son Yehoshua and the holy angels. And I said, Woe are those, sir. And I said, Who are those, sir, who are put in this well? And he said to me, This or whoever shall not confess that Yahushua has come in the flesh, and that the Virgin Mary brought him forth, and whosoever said that the bread and cup of the Eucharist of blessing are not his body and blood of Yahushua. You see the punishment of them that is taking Holy Communion on a worthy manner. You see, their punishment surpasses all. That is again the Christendom. You taking the Holy Communion on a worthy manner. You say Yahushua did not come in flesh. How did you say that? You said the royal law is a cause. That is the word of Abba will not become flesh and dwells among us. And you now say you are not under that law anymore, for the law is a cause. The law you were not under is what we are reading. Is what I'm just reading at the Link of Fire Institution. The punishment Allah brought about to humanity, Allah brings to humanity. That was the law you were supposed not to be under. That is the law that was being nailed to the cross. The eternal link of fire that you shouldn't be a part of it. That was the law Yahushua done away with. That was the written ordinances of Satan of Allah that was against us, that was contrary to our soul. You see, this is contrary to humanity. How can one be put inside fire? How can one be caught with a fiery razor? So far, so all that I've read. Do you see how full of heartbreaking it is? This is what was contrary to our soul. And this was Yahushua took away and nailed to the cross. But you now return back to your vomit and said the royal law is called the royal law that's supposed to guide you not to fall into this pit we are talking about. You not say it is a cause. Do you see their punishment? The punishment of the Christian does surpasses all. Surpasses all. Why? The truth. You are in the presence of truth. The truth is right there for you. It's just for you to do and abide according to the royal law, statutes, and commandment. But you said no. You not begin to keep Sunday. You not choose your own day of rest. You not choose your own Messiah. You want to work salvation for yourself. That can't stand. No, you are not saying your wife is not able to do that for you. You know, do your own things in your own way. No, this is the repercussion, baby. It's so sad. Yeah, people is going over there. What is the very last letter of this word called Mecca? Allah, the reason of endless pain. Allah brought about this. And this is what was contrary to us. And to me now, Yahushua took it away from and nailed it to the cross. If only you will admit so. That he took away the link of fire from you and nailed it to the cross. And how are you going to agree or admit? It is returning back to the royal law. Two cannot work together without an agreement. He said keep the Shabbat. You said no, you're going to keep Sunday. That is disagreement. He said this is my calendar. You said no, I'm going to be using the Babylon. That is disagreement. You can work together. He said only one name is given under this heaven whereby you must be saved, which is Yahushua. You said no, Jesus is good for you. That is disagreement. And two cannot work together without an agreement. No, it has never been done. Okay, it has never been done. Now the last chapter, 42. And I looked to the south, in the west, and I saw there restless worm, and in that place there was gashing of teeth. Moreover, the worms were 1 cubit long, and had 2 heads. Okay, and there I saw men and women in cold and gashing of teeth. And I asked and said, Sir, who are these in this place? And he said to me, These are they who said that Yahushua did not rise from the dead, and that this flesh will not rise again. And I asked and said, Sir, is there no fire nor heart in this place? And he said to me, In this place there is nothing else but cold and snow. And again he said to me, Even if the sun should rise upon them, they do not become warm on account of the superabundant cold of that place and the snow. But hearing these things, I stretched out my hands and wept. And sighing again, I said, It were better for us if we had not been born, all of us who are sinners. So who got the last punishment? That is Islam. They say Yahushua neither died, nor buried, nor resurrected. They discredit that. They say it isn't true. The message of the cross isn't true. Allah lied to me. Allah twisted it. Now rather, Judah was the one who goes to the cross. How did Allah do it? Allah take the face of Messiah and put on Judah and fly Messiah right to his paradise. And the big full Romans, not told that they are crucified Yahushua, the Messiah. But little did they know it was Judas that crucified the cross. So that is the belief of Islam. And that is the reason for Sharia law. That's why they are going to convert all of you that believe that garbage, that said it's a garbage. You're going to dump it on the dustbin and come and take their belief of Messiah. Okay, so this is the punishment of Islam. Okay, but however, you see that punishment to me is like it's kind of a less punishment. Okay, but no one is good. Because when you say that too long in the code, you know what that is. And this one is ice. You're going to be living inside ice. How long? Eternal. But you see that of the Christian, it's all fire, fire, fire. Fire, fire plus punishment. Fire, fire plus punishment. Why? Because they have the royal law. The truth is right there. That should have shaping their life. They rejected it and not go for what they don't have. Everything. Everything. The Christian don't practice is not in the royal law. Except they will twist it for you. And they will not take paganism and then not mask it up with the royal law and push it on you for adultery. To believe it. Just as they push Sunday on you for adultery, to carry on as your day of rest. So, my family, we are done with the mystery of Mecca. So we only have 2 points, not too hard also, very light one. So I Baruch, Abba Yahuwah, who enabled me, who blessed me so much, you know, and commits all to do His will. I love it. I just bless Abba Yahweh. So this is the mystery of Mecca. So far we have gone and established it. Okay, the first letter, what did they go for? M, isn't it? Okay, mother, a mystery mother of all settlement. She's gonna be a mother to the entire world for 1,000 years. Okay, and the second letter, eternal separation from Abba Yahuwah. And the third letter, covenant confirmed. This disaster, Abba Yahuwah is the one to confirm it. You see that of hell, the link of fire, you see it all already. And the fourth letter, what did it go for? Curses irrevocable. And the very last letter, what did it go for? Allah, the reason of endless pains. That's it. So right now I want to throw in the 2 points. Okay. So family, we are doing this in order for you to put your house in order, not to frighten you, but to let you know. You know, when someone lets you know the secret ahead of you or the destruction ahead of you, that person will be a kind of a helper unto you. And that is what Abba Yahweh is doing over here to help you out of this mess. That you shouldn't be a part of it. Exactly what we are doing over here. Nothing more.
Ah, yeah. You can say all you want to say. You can do all you want to do. It's coming back to you. Yeah, it's coming back to you, baby. You can live your life as you want. You can spread your bed as you like. It's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you, baby. You can move your steps as you wish. You can do your things at your best. It's left for you, yeah. It's left for you, baby. Then the end say, you're a body soul. Then nature say, give me back what you own. Then sing say, you know I told you, you can enjoy me now. You can rock me now, yeah. You can ride on me now, baby. Later you can pay me back. And so you say, yes I do. And so you say, yes I do. And you say, yes I will. Yeah. Yes I will, I do, I will. Now is the day. Now is the time. Now is the moment. Give me back. Oh, what you harm me. Give me back, yeah. What you harm me. Never say Narabayantu. Naribo Shantu. Niribo Santa. Nebo Santu. Na Santa Rabo Rikayantu. Rebo Yerebo Santa. The day is so bright, yeah, for you to stumble. The day so brilliant for you to fall. How can you say, I don't see the blazing fire? Why should you say, I don't know is the blazing fire? Come on, oh, yeah. Oh, come on now, don't tell me you don't let see from that sun. He can keep from the icy, very painful, from the endless fire. It's an example of the eternal one, of the eternal one, yeah. Of the eternal one, yeah, is just an example. Riba Chantal, oh mercy, oh mercy, yeah, oh mercy, hey, oh mercy, yeah, loves you so much, so much, so much. see is eternal death. For the wages of sin is eternal death. Yeah, Mama Sekebo, Mousy says, stop sinning, stop, hey, living waywardness, stop doing the works of the devil, return from the way, the way is eternal fire, return back to life, oh, for the gift of life is eternal, yeah, oh, yeah. The gift of life, give it to you through mercy. The gift of life through mercy, lay down for you. The witches of sea, yeah. Oh, is it on a mama santalabo? Eternal fire, ribo shantalabo. Is it on fire? The witches of sea, mama say so heavy. Oh, say so painful. Yaraba say so stressful. Narabalia full of torment. Irebuseke, yeah. Oh, Horrible say stop sin. Stop doing the works of the devil. Stop pleasing the devil. And stop pleasing Allah. He's your worst enemy. He's your worst enemy. He's your worst enemy. Stop. Oh, return back to life. Stop. Run out of his way.
To Abayewa be all praiser. Him alone deserve all worship. Him alone due all worship. Yes, when you give it to the rightful owner, glory comes down. When you give it to the rightful owner, blessings comes down. When you give it to the rightful owner, elevation over there, yeah, you'll be raised up. Yes, because you're gonna be a servant of whosoever you give your life to. All right. When you give, Yahushua said, "Where I be, there you will be also," isn't it? So when I worship Him, give it to Him the service, I'm gonna be up there and top. All right now. Allah is down, okay, and is descending people down to the lake of fire. So right now we go by point 1. How did it go? Okay, this one also contains so much. Well, the point 2 is simple. All right now, a lot of writing over here. Sometimes I forgot. All right now, point 1. It goes this way. Muhammad, last prophet. Have you ever heard that? Let's say Muhammad is the last prophet. Pam. Conclusion. Mecca, mother of all settlement. No other mother. Mecca. Muhammad is last prophet. Quran is last revelation. Have you ever heard the bragging of Islam? Pam. Quran is last revelation. Islam last religion. Pam. Have you ever heard that? Have you? Yes, that is why they are the mother of all settlement. That is why Sharia law is on its way. I take it again. Muhammad last prophet. Quran last revelation. Islam last religion. Okay. Mecca 7 mountains. You want to see that? Islam last religion. Okay. Islam again last head. I'm going to unveil to you what this last they are just bragging of. We got a mystery. You know, we are unveiling mysteries over here by the power of the Ruach HaKodesh. So I'm going to let you know how this last from there. I'm going to let you know what it is. Okay, Muhammad last prophet, we agree. Okay, Quran last revelation, fine, pam, no dispute. Okay, Islam last religion, pam, no dispute. Again, Islam last 7 head, pam, Mecca 7 head, okay, pam, we did not dispute at all. Okay, last 7 head mountain, and Rome was also 7 hills. Okay, and Nebuchadnezzar 7 years. Okay, I call already. Now we are getting scripture to validate it. So before I let you know this last. So I want to see Mecca 7 mountain as prophesied in Revelation. I'm going to read it first, then I will let you know we are on our way to the very end because everything is last. That's correct. Oh. So here we are, Revelation 17. I read. Should I take it from 1? And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. The whole world they're going to sit upon, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of our fornication. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, okay, having 7 heads and 10 horns, okay. You see the 7 heads? That is what we want to look into now. And the woman arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations of filthiness of our fornication, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the murder of harlots and abominations of the earth. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And the angel said unto me, Wherefore doest thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which hath the 7 heads and 10 horns. The beast that thou sawest was, and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition, and they that dwell in the earth shall wonder, whose names was not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is known and yet is. And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 hills is where I'm driving to. The 7 head, The 7 heads are the 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. Together. So I want to dig into the 7 mountains. Alright. Mountains. We know woman is a religion. It doesn't really necessarily has to be a woman. It means system, a system that gave birth, bearing fruit like that of a woman. You see, so that is Revelation 12. You're gonna find out over there, a holy woman, which we are. Revelation 17, prostitute, great whore, which is Allah and all His people. So let's unveil now the 7 hills. You see now, it said the 7 heads of the woman of the beast which carrieth the woman. It is the 7 mountains or 7 hills. Okay. So here I am, Isaiah 21, verses 1. We see the beast was in the wilderness and the woman was in the wilderness. So to understand what this wilderness means, who dwells in the wilderness, it is Ishmael. Okay, you can listen to a message I did by the power of the Ruach HaKodesh titled The Mystery of Mahdi. It means the resurrection of demons. You're going to find Ishmael that dwell in the wilderness. What is wilderness? And what is wilderness? That simply means separation from Abba Yahuwah. You are not in His presence. Heaven has been shut against you. Now you live in the desert. You live in the wilderness. We see the dragon. We see the beast. They are in the wilderness. Ishmael also dwells in the wilderness because he's the consummation of this dragon. He is the one to fulfill the very will of Allah. He is the one to carry out the 7 head of Allah. The very consummation of it all. So we're going to let you know. Let first of all unveil their last prophet, last Quran, last religion, last 7 head of it all. Alright, now we see the woman, she was in the wilderness, okay? Now where is that wilderness? The 7 hill. That is what we want to first of all throw, yes, light into. Isaiah 21. The burden of the desert of the sea, as where winds in the south pass through, so it cometh from the desert, from a terrible land. So this very place, let me go down, scroll down a little bit. I'm gonna see who is it. Professor. It's Professor against Islam, okay. Mecca, Saudi Arabia. Now. And behold, there cometh a chariot of men with a cover of horsemen. And they answered and said, Babylon is falling. Alright. I'm not coming there for now. Should be for next week here. 13. Okay, the birdie. Okay, now listen. I read verse 1 already. I want to read 13 now. I said the birdie upon Arabia. in the forest in Arabia. Shall ye lodge, O ye traveler, companies of the dam. Okay, so we spread to 15 now. 16, excuse me. For thus saith Yahuwah Elohim said unto me, where a year, according to the years of Hayari, and all the glory of Kadesh shall fall, and the residue of the number of the mighty men of the children of Kadesh shall be demolished. For Yahuwah of Israel had spoken. Where is Kadesh and where is the other place? They are all in Saudi Arabia. That is it. They are all over there. This prophecy goes to there, and we see the body of prophecy and gives let me check it again so that I won't be misquoting. But this place I make a research already. They are all in Saudi Arabia. The body of the sea, and Saudi Arabia is the place that has 7 hills. Okay, Rome also have, but Rome is not what is talking. This like where what I put before. That is the Goat Empire, Islam and Christianity. They came from one home, which is Antiochus Epiphanes, the very one I illustrate already. So right now, Christianity was the large on the Goat Empire, and the little on that spread from the large on, which is Antiochus Epiphanes, that is Islam. So this both, they are playing like one, all right. Now Rome also has 7 hills, but they are not the mystery Babylon, not at all. They also count as a mystery Babylon. That's correct. Of course they are, but they are all one together in one. You see the 7 head in one stick. Okay, listen to part 1. In order for you to understand what the head is, we established it already over there. It means authority. Okay, so I take the burden of the desert of the sea, as wherewith in the south pass through it, cometh from the desert, from a terrible land. It is Arabia. Okay, Arabia. So this 7 hill is in Arabia. Okay, and is found close to the sea. And the woman was in the wilderness. You see the wilderness over here as well. And the beast as well was in the wilderness, and Ishmael dwells in the wilderness. And the 7th mountain is in Mecca. Mecca simply means mother of all settlement. So oh no, this is so awesome. You see, mother of all settlement. All right. So these 7 mountains or 7 hills is found in Arabia, and Mecca is the mother of all settlement. Even though Rome also play a part of it, but Rome is not the mother of all settlement. Rome is not the consummation. In another words, who is the consummation of these 7 head? Okay, hills. It is right. It's Mecca. Okay, Islam is the consummation of it. Maybe I'm gonna illustrate it. Let me put the Goat Empire again. So this is what I'm talking about. This is Alexandria, the Goat Empire. All these 3 parts is already been consummated, finished. Okay. The large one is the Christendom, which is the Antiochus Epiphanes. And from this very Goat Empire, Antiochus Epiphanes, there we see the little horn. Have you ever heard that? Head of little horn? It's like a music everyone sings about. Okay. There is the Antiochus. Antiochus holds this horn, but from Antiochus they spread again the little horn. This is Islam. So this is Christianity. That is why both is acting as one. Okay, you see, Christianity papacy was kissing Quran. Says a divine revelation from God, the Allah. So right now, Rome was having the father of the Christianity. If you want to know the full statement of this message, you can listen to the message I did. By the power of the Ruach HaKodesh, started the mystery of catalysis. Is the mother, is the mother of highlands. Okay, the abominations of the earth. I did the 1, 2, 3. Okay, they give you something. Everything yours there, they give it unto you. So they are the last religion, and here they are now. This large on. Okay, we also found it in Catholicism. Lucifer large on. They worship Lucifer openly. Okay, we found it in Catholic. So you see, they are here now. They are about to handle to this very little home. This little is going to rule for 1,000 years. So Islam is the last prophet. No other prophet. There was a prophet. A lot of prophet has become. The one that also brought Kabbalah was a prophet. No more of that nonsense. Okay. Joseph Smith was a prophet. No more of that nonsense. All this John C. Suleiman, All this Benny here, all this prophet, TB Joshua, prophet everywhere. No more nonsense. Muhammad is the last prophet. Islam, Quran is the last religion, revelation. Later you die, you resurrected. You Jesus said don't wear trousers. Jesus said don't make up. And demons say no other nonsense. It's not allowed. That is the end. Islam is the end of all this garbage. No more that nonsense. Okay, Christmas. No more Sunday or Sabbath. No tithe. No. The end. You are here. You are here. The Christian is here. You are about to handle to delete you home. Small but mighty. This 1,000. You're gonna see what hellfire is on earth over here. Okay. All right now. So we established. Okay, but follow up next week. We're gonna dig more into this. So that's why I take it very simple today, because next week we are also going to unveil the mystery of the mystery of Kaaba. Kaaba. That is Allah Holies of Holies, where you're gonna be putting your head down, shouting Allah. You're gonna be kissing the black stone. So next week we will unveil that if you ever eventually end up in Islam, you're gonna be kissing the black stone, and your holies of your Allah is Kaaba. So we're gonna unveil that powerfully next week. So this scripture will be used as well. So I take it simple today. Maybe it's gonna be used. I think so, of course. Yes, I think I found it in the points. All right now. So for the Nebuchadnezzar 7 years also, let's also look into that. You know, Patron, if you listen to Patron, you will understand what I'm saying by now. Who built the great Babylon? It is Nebuchadnezzar. I'm already over here, Babylon the Great. I just read Revelation 17. I read now. Daniel 4:29. At the end of the 12th month, he was in the palace of his kingdom of Babylon. The king spake and said, is not this great Babylon that I have built for the house of the kingdom of Allah, by the might of my power, and for the hour of my majesty? While the words was in the king's mouth, there fell a voice from heaven, saying, O King Nebuchadnezzar, to thee it is spoken, the kingdom is departed from thee, and they shall drove thee from men, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field, and they shall make thee to eat grass and oxen. And 7 times, this way I'm after, and 7 times shall pass over thee, until thou know that Yahuwah Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whoever he will, whosoever he just give. Christianity, you are done. Now he's going to give it to Islam. He gave it to whosoever he will. You want to run a race with Abba Yahuwah? No problem. It's going to throw confusion. What is Babylon? Babylon simply means confusion. That is why they're against each other. Cannot divide against itself shall not stand. That is why confusion everywhere. Islam, Allah is there. Christianity is Allah. Synagogue said Allah. Civil ruler, Allah. Pagan, Allah. Buddhist, Allah. Hindus, Allah. Whatever is Allah. But yet Islam want to wage war against them as if he is holy. They are filth. Alright. So you see, now what happened? Abba, you want to turn Nebuchadnezzar into animal for 7 years. That drove him to the wilderness for 7 years. That still represents the 7,000 years of their reign. 7 always stand for completement. Alright. So now the last 1,000 years, which is the 7th, we are already in the 6,000. We already, in fact, according to Revelation, through to the calculation of the book of calendar of Enoch, which is the calendar of Abba Yahuwah, we begin the 7th already. So that's why we are doing more of this very message in order to prepare the elect to come out of her, and because Abba Yahuwah is about to confirm the covenant of destruction. It needs to be confirmed, and we got that from their Mecca. All right. So you see. So let me throw some more. So in their own side, we see what 7 is. The 7th head is the 7th mountain. We found it in Saudi Arabia, Mecca, okay? And they are the religion that dwell in the desert. They are the religion that is also dwell close to the sea. All this is found in Mecca, okay? Although it's also been found in Rome. But Mecca is the mother of it all, not Rome. Even though they have one body, acted like one. Yes, that is why you can also see that seven hill in there, because this both religion came from one home, which is Antiochus Epiphanes. The large one was the Christendom, and the little one that spread out from the large one, it is Islam. And that is the last head of them all. And we found that in their character, in their ways, in their prophecy, in their expectation. Muhammad is the last prophet. We agree. It is true. It is the last seven. Quran is the last religion, fine. And Islam is the last. Quran is the last vision, fine. Islam is the last religion, fine. Islam is also the seventh head, the last seven head, fine. Nebuchadnezzar 7, who built the great Babylon 7 years, be thrown as an animal into the wilderness. He got physical restoration, but this one, you're not gonna go. This one you will not receive no sanity anymore. Okay, Nebuchadnezzar gets sanity, but he didn't make it up to heaven. Of course not. He died in his wickedness. He still go to where we are talking about. All right. That means to say Ishmael or Islam is also about to get healing or sanity, okay, for the last seven. But does that give them salvation? Of course not. They are going to the eternal one. All right. So it is physical healing, because Abba Yahweh promised them blessing, promised the growth, it promised the fruitfulness, it promised the exceeding enlargement. And this is how he's going to do it. So here I am, want to look into their last seven, last in our own view, in the view of biblical view. We want to see what that is. They are speaking coded. So what Allah is saying in this last. All right, let me first of all read where I want to read. Matthew 20:16. Yahushua is the one speaking. The biblical Messiah, not the counterfeit. Okay. So the last shall be the first, and the first shall be the last. For many being called but few be choosing. I'm not after the many called futures, okay? I'm just after the first shall be the last, while the last shall be the first. So let's unveil. Alright, now Matthew 19 again, verses 30. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So prior to this very verse, this derived from where the rich young man refused to give it all away and follow Yahushua. He was so rich, he was a ruler, but something was already wrong with him. Okay, Yahushua said, go and handle all your property to the poor and come and follow me. In order for you to enter heaven to be perfect, come and follow me. Alright? But he went away be sad, not willing to do it. Yahushua said, okay, the first will be the last will be the first. So we found this last from Mahadim, from Islam. They are the last religion. Quran is the last revelation. Muhammad is the last prophet. So let's tie it all together what that last is encodedly. What Allah is saying. What is Allah saying? I want to unveil, I want to blow off your mind with the power of revelation and visions of Yahushua HaMashiach. Here I am. Bereshit, Genesis 1. I read from verses 1. In the beginning, in the beginning, Yahuwah created the heaven and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of Yahuwah moved upon the face of the deep of the waters. And Yahuwah said, let there be light, and there was light. And Yahuwah saw that the light it was good, and divided the light from the darkness. And Yahuwah called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. We're also going to Revelation before we hit hammer. Revelation 12:9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So let's tie it all together. Or should we still do one more? Let me read verses 3 now. Revelation 12. Alright. Revelation 12. And 1. And there appeared a great sign and wonder in heaven, a man clothed with the sun, excuse me, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And she being with child, cried, travailing in birth, and pains to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder, or not the wonder, in the heaven. And behold, a great red dragon having 7 heads, and then come again there are 7 heads, and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head, okay, and his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon still, okay, it was being cast to the earth, okay, now, third part of Abba Yahuwah, angels, stars are angels, they cast them down here on earth through his tail. And what comes from the tail is his uncleanness. Look at the tail of beast. What is before their tail? Their anus. There comes now uncleanness. He used veil, talk, veil promises not to deceive third part of angel. Alright, now if angel goes like this, they are innumerable, you can count them. Okay, but let's put it this way as an illustration. If all angels should be counted, maybe 12 billion or trillions, okay, 12 trillions. Therefore, this dragon, which is Allah, took 4 trillions along. It deceived even angels right in the presence of Abba Yahuwah. So right now we go back to the first and last. So what was the first day? And the last is going to be first. And what was the first day? It is Sunday. It is Sunday. The first day of the week is because that is what the royal local first day of the week. The Babylonian call it Sunday, the day they used to worship sun. Alright, now let's tie it together. How did it go? First, last will be first. So in a nutshell, what is Allah saying over here? Last. Yahushua said last is going to be first. Muhammad last prophet. Quran last revelation. Islam last religion. They are last. Mecca mother of all settlement. What is he talking about? It goes this way. Now what Allah is letting you to know is that it's on his last mission on earth. He's going to be cast again. The very first day, the last shall be the first. Allah is saying, the day I fell, the day he fell from glory, okay, was the first day of the week. Because the falling of Allah marks the beginning of time, season, and all in all. The day he deceived all this 1/3 angel and did cast them here on earth. That was the day they fell from glory. That was the day they fell. So Allah is letting you know, through his falling, the very last religion to go, in his falling, it is Islam. He's letting you know the very last of his religion, it is Islam. No more nonsense, no more any kind. Now he's letting you know that the end of his second folly is over here. When this last religion is over, Allah will fall again. Where is he going to fall? Into the eternal lake of fire. And that we will not return back to where we was before. We don't live in time, we don't live in space. The very day Allah fall, that marks the beginning of time. Allah is letting you know now, after this last religion is going to fall again. Because the first day of the week, that is when they fell from glory. That is why the last shall be the first. We are coming back to the first. It's going to fall like he fell on the first day of the week. On the first day of the week, it's also going to fall right away into the lake of fire. But this one, there is not going to be no time. It's going to be all eternal, living in the eternal lake of fire. Alright? So right now, this is what Allah is saying in a nutshell, in codedly. This is what Allah is pouring out for you. Codedly. Islam, they are last. Because the last is going to be first. So in a nutshell, the way he fall on the first day of the week is also going to fall again, right, to the lake of fire. It is the end of it all. Their time is very short. He was being cast out of heaven the first day of the week. So it's letting you know now the first shall be the last is going to be the first. What is he saying? Yes, the way he was being cast out of heaven, first day of the week. All right. So he's also going to be cast out of this earth, first day of the week, straight to the lake of fire. That will be the end of nonsense. That will be the end of impure. That will be the end of, rebelliousness, war, confusion. No more of iniquity. No more breaking the royal law. No more. In a nutshell, that is what Allah is letting you know, that this is my last religion. This is my last operation. This is my last mission. After this, it's going to be cast again out of this earth, just as he was being cast out of heaven, first day of the week. So he's also going to be cast out of this earth, first day of the week. The last shall be the first. So the last is coming back to the first. What happened to Allah in the first is in the last. When immediately the last is gone, you are returning back to the punishment of the first, being cast out of the earth, down to the link of fire. Accordingly, that's what Allah is pouring out. Muhammad, last prophet. Quran, last revelation. Allah said no more tricks. I don't have no other prophet to send anymore. I don't have no vision to send anymore. No more religion to carry on earth anymore. It is my last mission. The last head. It is my last mission. That is what Allah is saying. In all this, last. Yahshua said the last is going to be the first. So what happened to Allah the first day of the week? He is the last. What happened to him first day of the week is going to happen again. Immediately the end of the last religion, Allah will be cast, just as he was being cast out of the heavens first day of the week. He's also going to be cast out of this earth from humanity straight away to the lake of fire. So Allah said, I'm almost done. Allah said, I'm saying bye-bye in advance, because the last religion is almost here. The last prophet has come. The last revelation has come, Quran. The last religion is here, about to be fulfilled. The last head about to be fulfilled. That's it. That's what Allah is saying. Codedly unto you. Now Daniel 2:43. There we see Allah make himself, okay, with humanity. That business is about to be end, okay? It's about to be end. It's about to be end. Again, we also find 7 signs from Allah itself. About 666, because he mixed up with the words of day 6. That is the number is about to give unto you. Want to mingle powerfully with humanity again. Daniel 2:43. Okay. Revelation 30. Going to find it over there. That is the mark of the beast, the number of men. It's the number of men. The 6 work was human. But you want to make man in his own image in day 6. Allah, make himself with the words of day 6. And we also got 7 signs from the works of day 6. 7 again. Alright, what was it? Okay, we see Allah, prophet, which is Muhammad, the last prophet, married a 6 years old child. Allah revealed it unto Muhammad to go and marry Aisha while she was 6, okay? A 51-year-old man now wears wedding apparel and a dressed little girl, and I wedded her while she was 6, okay? Now Allah is also keeping 6 days of the week, which is Freak Day. They are Friday. They said that is the day of the arrest. That is 2. All right. Muhammad was 6 years old. Okay. Why Muhammad was being pregnant? Why the mother of Muhammad pregnant of Muhammad? The father died. Immediately Muhammad was birthed, 6 years old. His mother died. We got 3-6. Muhammad died. Okay. Even before, excuse me. Yeah, I need to take. Yeah, his mother died. Okay. Muhammad has 7 children. Muhammad used his whole hand to bury 6 of his children. 6 of his own children. That is 4-6, okay? Immediately Muhammad died. 6 months ago, the only one surviving daughter, Fatima, also died just 6 months after the death of Muhammad. That is 5-6, okay? Or 6-6. What other 6 again? Alright, yeah, 5-6 now. We also see from their fatwa, when a woman died, a wife of Islam died, her husband needs to have sexual intercourse with her within 6 hours. Another 6. And now when we now go to the Revelation 30, the number of his name, it is 666. That is 7-6. So which one are left over? The only 666. 6 signs is already been fulfilled. 1 last 6 to go. Muhammad is the last prophet. Quran is the last revelation. Islam is the last religion. Islam is the last head of the 7 head. Okay. And the 7 mountains were found in Saudi Arabia, Mecca. Revelation 31, you're also going to see 7 head of the beast. We see 7 head of the dragon. Alright, we are dealing into 7 of the very last of their 7. They have 6 already, 7, only 1 to go. So we want to do one more 7 before we now proceed down to the very last point. Genesis 14:16 or 15, no, 15. I read. And Yahuwah said unto him, he's talking to Cain, okay, the first killer is coming back again. And Yahuwah said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. We get the 7 year again, okay? And Yahuwah set a mark upon Cain, lest anyone finding him should kill him. Cain was the one first to take the mark of the beast. Abba Yahuwah gave them the mark of the beast because you join with the work of disease. Therefore he marked them. But he marked Cain with the name of his father Allah, which is the serpent, okay? So sevenfold vengeance upon whosoever that kill Cain. So right now we proceed now to verse 17. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bore Enoch, and built a city, and called the name of that city after the name of his son Enoch. And unto Enoch was born Arad, and Arad begot Methuselah, and Methuselah begot Methuselah, and Methuselah begot Lamech. Note, Lamech. Whosoever that left Cain, sevenfold vengeance is going to be carried upon whosoever that killed Cain. So now who killed Cain? It is Lamech. And now let's go to the very place that really exposed how Cain died. Okay. Alright, now here I am in the book of Yahshua chapter 2. We take it from 26 to 31. The very popular Royal Lawyer Carib make references to the book of Yahshua. When you go to Joshua, 10:30, you're going to find the references over there. 2 Samuel 1:18, 2 Timothy 3:8 make references to the book of Yahshua. So I read from the book of Yahshua. And Lamech was old and advanced in years, and his eyes was dim, that he could not see. And Tubal Cain, his son, was leading him, and it was one day that Lamech went into the field, and Tubal Cain, his son, was with him. And whilst they were walking in the field, Cain, the son of Adam, advanced towards them, for Lamech was very old and could not see much, and Tubal Cain, his son, was very young. And Tubal Cain told his father to draw his bow, and with the arrow he smote Cain, and was yet far off, and slew him, for he appeared to him to be an animal. Yeah, that's what he did for Nebuchadnezzar 7 years, turned into animal. And the arrows entered Cain's body though he was distant from them, and he fell to the ground and died. And Yahuwah requited Cain's evil according to his wickedness, which he had done to his brother Abel, according to the word of Yahuwah which he had spoken. And it came to pass, when Cain had died, then that Lamech and Tubal Cain went to see the animal which they had slain, and they saw, and behold, Cain, their grandfather, was fallen dead upon the earth. And Lamech was very much grieved at having done this, and in clapping his hands together, he struck his son and caused his death also. Tubal Cain right away died. So Tubal Cain was 7th from Adam. Okay. From Lamech. From Cain. Tubal Cain was 7th from him, and Lamech was 6th from him. So this were the one who killed their great-grandfather. Now, causes of sevenfold vengeance, where is it to be found? Again in the house of Cain. And who is the father of Cain? It is Allah. He took the mark of the beast. And you say, Abba, you want to also turn it into animal because you are animal, the beast. Alright? We see now that causes is in their house. So that is the vengeance of the 7th, left over 1,000 years for this vengeance to be carried out against whosoever that's left Cain. Cain, the causes of whosoever that's left Cain, sevenfold vengeance is going to be carried against that person, is found again in the house of Cain. And the house of Cain, it is the house of Allah, because it's the firstborn of Allah. Now I read from the account of Bartholomew. It was the apostle of Yahushua HaMashiach. You can find that in Acts of Apostles, chapter 1, I want to read from his own account, although I love this book, okay, but there is some error that I don't agree with. I know it was an error of translation. So it is one long chapter, verse 57 I read from. And when we were cast down, he's letting us know how he was being cast out of heaven. The area I disagree with was that when Abayewa created Adam, Abayewa himself now worship Adam. And I also said to all angels to worship Adam. No, that isn't correct. That is error. And I can strongly believe this where Muhammad get this account. You can find this account also in Quran. So I disagree. I hate that part. I don't even read it. It's so I don't like it at all. So verses 57. And when we were cast down upon the earth, we were senseless. They not become senseless like a mad people for 40 years. 40 years they remain like zombie. Zombie when a one way actually yes, it not look like zombie. It not look like zombie. Now zombie when a one way I don't know even sang that song. It's filth anyway. But they not look like zombie. Senseless for 40 whole years. Listen now. And when the sun shine forth 7 times, brighter than fire, suddenly I awakened, and I looked about and saw the 600 that were also under me, senseless. Okay, so Abayewa was the one that caused that sun to shine upon them for a whole 7 times. In order for them to be resurrected, to carry them, you want to fight. Stand on your feet and fight with me. And let's see where you're going to end up. It is the eternal link of fire. So again, we are also done with this. So we proceed now to the very last alphabet. Now point 2. Allah's last and final fight. You still have one more last. After you come out from prison, after the 7,000, you need to fight again. So want to get present for that. He will do it again. Revelation 20, I read. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the abyss, a bottomless pit, and a great chain in his hand. And he lay hold on the dragon, which is Allah, is going for prison for 1,000. After Mahdi covered the whole world to Islam, Allah will be going for prison for 1,000 years. Okay, that old serpent which is called the devil and Satan, and bind him 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed little season. Okay, it will be loose. So we go now to 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the 4 corners of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. They are uncountable. And they went up on the borders of the earth, and encompassed the camp of the saints. Okay, let me first of all comment on this before I come back here. Okay, it's when it come out, one more fight to go, last fight with Yahuwah and Yahuwah's people. Alright, now why are we here? Genesis 22:17. It said the number of his army, they are like the sand of the seashore. Why are we here? I read, that in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of the heaven, and as the sand which is upon the seashores, and thy seed shall possess the gates of his enemy. All right, now, what is the seed? Ishmael is the seed of Father Abraham. Okay, that's what we are unveiling over here. And we see this still goes back to Father Abraham, that the seed, that the army of this dragon, they are uncountable. Many as a sand of the seashore. So that sounds to me as Abrahamic covenant. Still passed on to Ishmael for the last battle. Again, Genesis 32:12. And thou saidest, I will surely do thee good, and make thy seed as the sand of the sea, which cannot be numbered. That is Abrahamic covenant. They are under it, okay, because he is the seed of Abraham. Hebrew 11:12 also give the same account, okay. So it is Abrahamic covenant. Ishmael came from him. Therefore, this is how Abba Yahweh multiply him, but this is the last fight, to fight against the people of the book. After you have already succeeded, converted the whole world, the last fight is to fight with us now. So his last fight, we see, it is with now the people of the book and with our Messiah. Okay, because they said, why are they going to fight now with our Messiah? Why? Because they said, these are the people that does not take mark of the beast. These are the people that rejected Allah. And they said, according to Islamic eschatology, they said Jesus is the one to kill the anti-Messiah. My very Messiah, it is their anti-Messiah view, okay? Because they said in the head of the anti-Messiah, this Messiah, it is written with a capital letter, Kafar, okay? That is disbelief. It is written on his forehead and all his followers' forehead. They say Islam, the believer, they are the one to read this mark that is being written on the forehead of their own anti-Messiah. But their own anti-Messiah is my own Messiah. It is Yahushua HaMashiach. Because they said we will not submit. Both his follower and Yahushua, they said they will not take the mark. They said they will not convert to Islam. So now Jesus is the one to deal with that anti-Messiah that refused to convert to Islam. Meanwhile, who are they calling Jesus? Now it is Allah. Because Jesus is not going to prison. Allah is the one going to prison. Allah is a dragon. When you see dragon is the serpent, okay? Satan is the devil, which is Jesus, which is Mahdi, okay, the first Messiah. So right now they said Jesus is the one to kill this very Messiah that refused to convert to Islam and all his followers. So right now, after this 8,000 years, Yahushua is the biblical Messiah is already here, leading the 1/3 that refused, which is, that refused to take mark of the beast. Okay, they refuse it. We also find it in this Revelation 20. They were beheaded, but they are coming back either 3 years or 3 months. It said immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sign of the Son of Man is going to be appear. So they will be raised. They are the first resurrection. Those that is going to be beheaded, in the face of Sharia law, they are resurrected back. That is why it says, over this, the second death has no power. Allah is coming to wage war. Allah is the one they are calling Jesus in this concept. Because Allah is the one going to prison for 1,000 years. While his religion is carried by Mahdi. And your Jesus, because your Jesus is going to play in Islam prophet, because he's a prophet. That is the part he's going to play the role. His very last role here on earth to play in Islam. It is prophet, okay? So right now, the Islam now said Jesus is the one. Mahdi won't be able to kill this Messiah that refused to convert to Islam and his follower that refused to convert to Islam. Mahdi is not able to go close to him. No. They say from the very belly of this Messiah, fire will come out. Okay, even Mahdi, they say Mahdi is going to run for his life and go and hide in Mecca. They say Mahdi is going to hide himself in Mecca, in Kaaba. So that is why next we must unveil the mystery of Kaaba, because that is where Mahdi is going to hide himself. Alright? Because he won't be able to kill this Messiah. They said Jesus is the one to kill this Messiah. And this Jesus, when he's going to descend from heaven, he's going to fly from heaven with the 2 wings of angel. He is the one to kill this Messiah, which is Allah. Allah, they are calling Jesus, okay? These people speak in riddle, but we are here to work it out. Okay? See, when Allah came out from prison, now it's to wage war against Messiah, against Yahushua HaMashiach and his followers. Listen now, I read 8. And shall go, listen, I take from 7 again. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the 4 quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom it is as the sand of the seashore. We just read it is Abrahamic covenant. It is the seed of Abraham, Ishmael, okay? It's to refer to them. Now, and they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about, and they loved and the beloved city, and which is what is the beloved city? It is Jerusalem. Because in these 8,000 years, all right, Yehoshua and the people that does not convert to Islam, the 10th of Yehuda first, the congregation of Smyrna will die, but he's going to resurrect them. So we all is going to be at the Jerusalem worshiping Abba Yahuwah. In this 1,000 years, Yahushua is not going to fully take the rules of the earth. Why? Because Allah is also there. They both is doing it. This one is doing it over here. The other one is doing it over there. All right. But at the end of the 7,000, Allah will be released from prison. So Allah now will not gang up everyone that converted to Islam, maybe 4 billion, 5 billion. Okay. To come and wage war against us few. Because now you are many more than us. We are just few in number. You will surround. They are going to surround Jerusalem. Okay. To wage war against the Lamb. To wage war against the saints, the people of the book. Okay. So what happened? That is their last fight. That is Allah's last fight. But Abba Yahuwah is the one to put him straight away to the eternal lake of fire. Verses 9. And they went. Okay, no. Verses 9 again. And they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about and the beloved city. And fire came down from Yahuwah out of heaven and devoured them. So this is the end of it all. But Allah is coming after 1,000 years to do one more battle with Yahushua HaMashiach. Okay. So right now the earth, from there, the white judgment throne will surface. That is it. Okay. Alright, now I read verses 10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented night and day forever and ever. Yes, the fire is going to torture them all through, eternal. And I saw a great white throne. Yes, this is it, the judgment white throne. Allah brings about it. Him that sitteth on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and was found no more for them. So what heaven and what earth fled away? It is the royal law. This is when the royal law is being fulfilled. This is when the royal law is being accomplished. Because when this earth and heaven fled away, we will now see Revelation 21, that one now brings about the new heaven and the new earth. It says, for the first heaven and the first earth were no more. They fled away. Okay? So thou shalt not fornicate fled away, because we won't be fornicating anymore, because everything that doeth iniquity is already be put in the fire. Thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not steal. We won't be doing any of those. We don't break the law. Now we are just like angels on earth. So those guidance is no more needed. So what law is going to be left for us? Shabbat, eternal. That's why it's a sign. Feast of Tabernacle, eternal. That's why it's a sign. To worship the birthday, the very day Abba Yahuwah tabernacle with me here on earth. That's it. Okay? So no more restraint, don't do this, don't do that. No. Heaven on earth. Now we are angels, no more iniquity. So instead of the heaven and the earth fled away, it is the royal law speaking of. Okay? It's no more needed. That's why the royal law is being done. Fled away, and there was no fun, no place for them anymore. No, the royal law don't fornicate, we don't need it anymore. Seta, cast, fire, consume, seta. No, none of that. 24 hours is worship. Okay, fast, none of that. 24 hours worship. Okay, sick, none of that. 24 hours worship. Read Revelation all 21 and all 22. No more of those things anymore. Now heaven on earth. Okay, 12. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Yahuwah, and the books were opened, and another book was opened, which is the book of life, and the dead were judged out of those things which were written in them in the books, according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and the death and hell delivered up the dead which were in it, and they were judged everyone according to their works. All right. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. This is the end of Allah. This is the end of Mecca. Mecca, all of them. All of them. Straight away to the lake of fire. So this is the mystery of Mecca, family. Stay tuned for next week, Shabbat. We're going to unveil powerfully again the wickedness of Kaaba. Because that's where Mahdi is going to be hiding from the face of the author of life. Mm? And we are waiting for Allah, the Jesus, to come and touch us and see fire. That is where the link of fire will not surface and consume all his posterities, consume Allah and all his posterities. Okay. Of 2 Peter 3, 12 to 13 also speaks about this new heaven and how this earth first one is going to be burnt. Okay, it's normal, and the new one will surface. Okay, it's going to melt away. Ezekiel chapter 7. Moreover, the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Ask thou, son of man, thou saith Yahuwah Elohim unto the I'm coming. Yes, I'm right. Unto the land of Israel, an end. The end is come upon the four corners of the land, the four corners of the earth. The end has come. Okay, now is the end come up upon thee, and I will send my hunger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and I will recompense upon thee all thy abominations, and my eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thy abominations shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am Yahuwah. Thou saith Yahuwah, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. An end is come. The end is come. Is watch for thee. Behold, it is come. The morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwell in the land. The time is come. The end of trouble is near. The day of trouble is near, and not the surround, and not the sandy again of the mountains. Now will I surely pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish my hunger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and I will recompense thee for all thy abomination, and my eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity. I will recompense thee according to thy ways and thy abominations that are in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am Yahuwah, that I smite thee. This is what Abba Yahweh is about to confront this disaster. He's not going to do it by himself, but rather Islam, the Sharia law, is the one he's going to use to do this. Family, we are done. Glory be unto Abba Yahuwah. Shabbat Shalom. Stay blessed. And more visions and revelation is on its way next Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.